Welcome back to the Marketing with Andrew YouTube channel. And today I am back with my second video on the channel. This is one that is super valuable. Lots of good questions were coming in. Great advice was given. Get your notepad and pen out, or your Word document on your phone, or your notes app on the phone, because there is so much value in this episode. So please give the video a like, comment down below, and subscribe to Marketing with Andrew, because there'll be more of this content coming your way. So until next time, I'm going to sip my coffee and have a great day.
Now, the first topic that I wanted to discuss with you guys is something that we say, which is crack in the market. And Granny asked about this last week. And what I was saying is, essentially, this is a deep dive into the piggyback strategy. So I'm going to just quickly share my screen here. I'll be drawing here. And this is sort of a fixation of mine. And I have kind of understood the algorithm in this sense. So I'm gonna crack in the market. So what we mean in the crack in the market is, first of all, obviously there is scripts, audio, video, idea, script, audio, video, thumb. So this goes into the subsection of ideas. And the question really becomes, what is the best idea? And which idea can give me the highest chance of going viral in the beginning, right? And that is where we talk about cracking the market. So we are just talking about this right now. Ideas. Where do you find the best ideas? So the system that we have now, Hannah saying that they had a new baby in the house. Awesome. Yeah, thank you for that, Hannes. Reply to us as soon as possible, and we're gonna get some stuff going on. Happy, good. Congratulations on getting a new baby in the house. That's awesome to hear. So the subtopic that we're talking about now is the question: how can I get the best video idea that has the highest percent chance of going viral? All right. And I'm going to try to explain this to you guys in the simplest way possible, even though it is obviously a little bit more complex than what I'm going to boil it down to today. Congrats, Hannes. Awesome. So what I can kind of talk about and illustrate this through is, if everybody is talking about Ray Dalio is saying X, and then if everybody is saying that Ray Dalio is saying X, or this is what you have to know about Ray Dalio, and then you continue, just like, let's say a ton of people are talking about just Ray Dalio. Then let's say that there's another investor that nobody's talking about. Then you see that there's so much demand for this other investor, let's say Charlie Munger. There's so much demand of people wanting you to talk about Charlie Munger, and the algorithm knows that there's not enough content around Charlie Munger, and because of that, when you make a video on it, the algorithm is going to immediately kick off and make your channel get a lot more views than what is normal. So this is what we call a crack in the market. It is essentially demand is higher than supply. So this can be, for example, we had, and it doesn't have to be extremely special. It doesn't have to be things that you never heard about. The example is if, let's say that you on the body, so let's change the subject over to health, right? If everybody is talking about chest exercise, push-ups, then somebody else talking about squats, and then somebody's talking about back, and then somebody's talking about stomach, then your best bet is to find where there is the most demand with not that many views. One example that I can give from this is this channel here called Grammar Zone, Respiratory Theory or something like that. No, Respiratory Therapy Zone. So you guys maybe know that there was this big event that happened in 2020. It was called the coronavirus. Don't know if you heard of it. Pretty special. You have to be kind of special to know about it. But they understood that because this has to do with the lungs and it has a lot to do about the respiratory breathing, and there's not that much content about it, we're gonna flood the gates with just lung breathing content, right? And obviously you guys saw that, hey, breathing is pretty hard on COVID. A lot of people searching about breathing and things like that. And just like that, they built a 800,000 subscriber viewer base within 2 years. And now they're doing like more like generic health stuff, but they are not doing exercise and stuff like that. They are more using internal health, like what is it, capillaries, yeah, all of this weird stuff that I have no idea what it is. So there you can see a crack in the market. There was so much supply of this content that was, what is happening with our lungs and what are the dangers and things to stay away from in that sense. And Clean Your Arteries, top 10 herbs for lung health 1 year ago, 7 natural chest infection treatments. So that was a huge one, obviously, back in the day. 7 ways to detox and cleanse your kidneys and things like this. Now, on the topic of, so now you kind of understand the overarching point, right? And you guys get the demand is higher than the supply. Now, I want to go deeper into how. So how can you find a video that and a topic that is, the demand is so high that even if the video is bad, it's going to get shared out to a lot of people. And that is to go deep diving into piggyback channels. How? Deep dive into piggyback channels. So we're still on the topic of ideas here. And, you know, when the system that we have set in place for you guys is pretty epic, like we have 5 or so piggyback channels, then we take above baseline views and we take those videos, we piggyback those videos, and that is one of the best methods. However, there is one more strategy, and the reason that we don't really do this is because it takes about an hour or 2 to find one of these videos that is, and let me share the exact criteria that you're looking for. Criteria. The criteria is low subscribers with a very newly viral video. I mean, and I'm going to show you an example. I've prepared this like a cooking show. Criteria: low subscribers with very new viral video. And you can see here that if this is true, that they're a completely new YouTube channel, let's say under 200 subscribers, and then all of a sudden one of their videos gets 1,000 views, or even let's say 10,000 views, that's huge discrepancy there. And that's where you can see that if that happens to them, it can also happen to you very, very quickly. And usually if it happens to a low subscriber channel, that means that there is demand is higher than the supply. All right. Now that I've kind of gone into, whoa, God is blessing me with the light. The deep dive into the piggyback channels. So let's say that you are a self-help channel. All right. Now I'm gonna try to do a little bit without getting too. Nope. I need to share. I need to. Hello, hello, hello. So actually, last week I found a case where this was true. And this was in the self-help niche. And as you can see here, if we just click on this channel, Brainiator, you can see that they are a new channel trying to start their own channel, you know? And then take a look at this. They started like 6 months ago. Now this seems like a YouTube automation channel that has multiple YouTube automation channels or something like that. And you can see that 7 signs you're burned out and not lazy happened 6 months ago. And then if we go through here, 6 months ago, and they tried, and then they stopped for a couple of months. And they're like, we are going to start posting again in a couple of months. So it took about 3 months, and they started more piggyback titles. Law of Psychological Power, How to Stop Being Shy and Quiet, Psychological Tricks. And then, as you can see here, bada bing, bada boom, if she has these qualities, never let her go. And then also the next month, the exact same things happens. 13 signs you're more attractive than you think. And then the next one happened actually exactly the same. 11 signs somebody secretly dislikes you. After this, they have increased their viewership, I think, by around 200 or so views. And they're continuing to gain views from these videos. And these videos are now getting them around, what was it, like 7,000 views per month just from these videos here alone. And that's very, very, very cool. But this is how you can look at a channel that literally didn't have a success, and then just right off the bat, or right now, they're just completely taking off. And so in my case, I would be highly, highly focused on this channel here and looking at every single video that they're publishing and then seeing, does that video go viral? Then I'm going to piggyback that one as soon as possible. This also comes down into the kind of viral trend news algorithm that is inside of YouTube. Obviously, if one person is talking about it, and then another person talk about it, you get this snowball going, and all of a sudden, the only thing you can see on YouTube is like Andrew Tate. And I bet you guys saw like what happened and everything like that, and not what happened with him, but at his kind of rise, he was just everywhere all at once. And that just was because of the keyword Andrew Tate. But this is the keywords that we should target now, which is if she has these qualities, never let her go. So then this also goes under the subcategory of female qualities every man should cherish. And you can piggyback this video in so many different things, but you have to think like psychologically, not only about the title, but also about the content. So having these are gonna give you more success than most of the other ones. Are you guys getting the crack in the market thing now? And this comes from looking at these videos. So if you are in a specific niche, if you're in a specific market, searching your titles and searching your piggybacks titles into the search box is the #1 way to find these piggyback channels, because they are also piggybacking the same type of things that we are. Yes, this is great, awesome. And here we go again. Look at this, 13 signs you're more attractive than you think. This is one of the after hours. And you can maybe even see that this one was posted 3 weeks ago and completely taking off. And here, again, we found a piggyback channel that is doing amazing. Now, I don't know if this is about the female audience or the male audience, but take a look at all these views. 47K views, 9.3 thousand views, 8,000 views, 10,000 views. Crazy, just by doing stock footage and everything like that. And it's robot voice. So I think this is for the male audience, because I think the male audience self-help is one of the fastest growing right now, especially with the Andrew Tate stuff. And by the way, I don't have any opinion on him being good or bad. I'm just talking about what actually happened with him in terms of views and success and all that. And one of the cool things, look at this, 430,000 views the last 30 days. And I bet these guys didn't even start that far back. Now, so for the self-help people, I would definitely get into some of those masculine topics, because if you think about it, like just psychologically, Andrew Tate had like a lot of different points on male and female things happening, and it was for the male audience. There's not that many people that talk to the male audience and have their own viewpoints on the male audience. And what Andrew Tate showed us was that there is an insanely big demand for content like his that is not misogynistic or disrespectful. So there's a huge market for it out there that can be tapped into by you guys. So you can see 5 months ago. So I would even, so this one is literally something that they've piggybacked like 10 times apparently. 14 signs you're more attractive than you think. This title works perfectly, so I wouldn't even change the title much. Maybe do 15 signs or 7 signs or things like that. But just looking at this channel right now, I would piggyback a lot of this content. If I was in self-help. Because even 1 month ago, 10 ways high-value men make women beg for their attention. So you can see here that a lot of these videos took up, and I bet even this keyword here, high value man, has literally also taken off lately because of Andrew Tate. So, and we're just talking about Andrew because of the stats, right? What do you think about posting videos on YouTube alternative platforms? Personally, I'm not a big fan. Even I was thinking about this for a bit, and I really want you guys to do shorts. And a lot of you guys are actually doing shorts now, which is working amazing. It's working absolutely amazing. And I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, Max and Alina, in a minute, just because I'm curious. And I know that, hey, we can start TikTok. Hey, we can start Instagram, right? But I personally don't believe that is a good idea for you guys. And the reason I've said this one before, it's focus. So when we start focusing on Instagram, then all of a sudden the mind will get into this circular pattern of, I need to get heavy results on Instagram now, and I really want to grow my Instagram. And then somehow all of a sudden we start searching how to grow on Instagram, and then all of a sudden you're thinking way more about how to grow Instagram when YouTube is already not successful. And then the same thing happens with TikTok. And so it goes into a circular pattern of, I want to get results on this platform, and this platform. And what happens is that you gain 33% growth on all the platforms together, which is not enough for you to completely take off on one platform and then dominate the other platforms. So I really don't believe in using any other platform than YouTube right now, even though we are making content for that could possibly be posted on TikTok and stuff like that. I recommend getting insanely fast growth on YouTube. And then let's say after 10,000 subscribers or something like that, that's when you can focus a little bit on other platforms. But I've made this analogy many times before, and that's what in of tools, master of none. No. What is the quote? Quote, master of none. A jack of all trades is a master of none. But oftentimes better than a master of one. I don't know if that makes sense. But it essentially is better to become a master of one thing than to become a master of all things. It's kind of like if you start playing guitar, which I did in the past. I started playing guitar, and I tried playing bass, and I tried playing piano, and I started playing drums, and I became quite okay at everything. But if I would head to head with one of my guitar friends, he would crush me any day of the week. And so the point of all this is for you to make full-time income. And I truly believe that the full-time income is best on YouTube. So that's why I don't recommend posting other platforms and just focusing on YouTube there. Everyone should do shorts. Yeah, I highly recommend trying to turn your long form videos into shorts. But this is where I want to ask actually both Granny and Max, because you guys are both posting shorts, and I want to ask you guys, how are you doing it? How are you posting the shorts? I know that there are some in video posting and stuff like that, but I'd love for you to write in a little bit in the chat right now. How are you making the shorts? Can you share some value to our audience that might help them a little bit in creating shorts? If we didn't watch the last week's episode, I showed you guys how to turn a long form video into shorts by doing editing yourself. I highly encourage that, and I think it's one of the best ones. However, I don't know if you guys were at the same page with me on that, and if there is any way to do it easier, I would love to see, and that's why I want to ask you guys to see what are you guys doing to make the shorts happen. And while I'm waiting for that, here we go. I cut up my long videos into Canva and then do it within 20 minutes, taking just key parts of the long video as a teaser. Don't give the goodies away, entice them. I really like this one. That is actually really cool. And this goes contra what I was saying last week, where with the value and everything like that. But as I've been thinking about it, I agree in the sense of like, this is why you should do it, and this is what is involved, and then never giving them the how. And they, in order to see the how, they kind of have to go into the channel and see the entire thing. Max says, I take the script and put it into InVideo and do some video editing in InVideo. That is really awesome. So this is something for you guys to be able to do. We haven't talked a lot about InVideo for a while. If you guys are interested in getting a quick tutorial, oops, I don't want to show all my emails. If you want to get a quick tutorial on how to do InVideo, let me know and I'll do it the next time, because they definitely work. And yeah, Max is like, Max has done this with multiple of his videos, and half of the subscribers comes from long-term videos, and then half of the subscribers comes from the short form videos, which is absolutely amazing. And for you guys, I'm just going to show you exactly how it looks like. And this is the software. So it works really well. I think it's very cheap. I think it's like $15 a month or something like that. And apparently the shorts templates are looking really good. So it's definitely something recommended to get into in the shorts. The only thing I can't do exact text with my voice. Yeah, personally, I was doing a video on InVideo. Like, I think I've done multiple videos on InVideo. And when I was watching, or when I was doing it in the past, it was like a little bit clunky to work with. You can do exactly what you set out to do, but it still is a little bit clunky and stuff like that. So it has a little learning curve to it, but it's definitely worth the money and the time saving if you don't want to learn a video editing like DaVinci Resolve. So yeah, here is some examples of what you can do here. Here as well, NFL facts. They do look good, and we have proof that it works. Max really proved that this worked, and that's why I wanted to share this with you. Okay, thank you guys. So for shorts, that is key right there. Let me pull up the next topic. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. This is for you guys to get your questions answered. All right, I'm gonna share a little bit of my philosophy here. And some of you guys have maybe heard this one before, but it is incredibly important to remember these things. So, and you guys are probably gonna see yourself going like, so that's how it works. And what this is belief, action, result, feedback. And this feeds back into itself. So I'm actually gonna do it a little bit better because I don't like how it looks. Belief. So here you can see that this triangle here is belief. Then you have action. Then out of that action, you got a result. And then you need to look at the result, and then you need to give feedback again. Feedback. And that feedback will feed your new belief that will make you take an even more powerful action. All right. So let me show you. And this is happening. This is like the circle of life. This is like, why does it rain? Or what about photosynthesis? Where do we get oxygen from? How do birds kill insects that then get killed by cats that then poop, which feed the plants? And it's a beautiful circle. And this is how essentially I look at all my processes, all my projects, everything looks like this. And I'm even going to show you a failure, a huge, I don't call it a fail. I just call it feedback. And that's how we iterate and make it better again. So believe. I believe that if I start posting 8 videos per month on YouTube, it will get me to full-time income, right? A lot of people, or hopefully everybody in this group has that belief. And so action is, I selected a niche, I hired a team, and they're posting videos for me. Then we see within 3 months, I got 500 subscribers, right? So 3M, 500 subs. And now, the single most important part in this is a lot of people say, oh, there is no feedback here. So I'm just going to take all the results and I don't care about learning from the results. I just got the results and that's it. The single greatest action that you can take is look at why. So tell me, why did this happen? And the answer can take a little while to get to, you know, like, why did I get 500 subscribers? Or even the result is I got one viral video that now has 24,000 views, and that got me what, 2,000 or somehow subscribers. And then asking yourself, the question is, why? Why did this go viral? And that's the feedback, right? Why? Or if you didn't get views, why is that? Is it the ideas that are too broad? Is it the script writing that's not good enough? Is it the voice actor talking in a weird voice? Is it the editing that's a little bit too slow? Does the thumbnail look kind of wacky? There's too much text on it and stuff like that. It's like, why? And you need to find an answer to this. Like asking yourself why and sitting down. Like I've done this so many times, and it comes from one of my favorite mentors, which his name is Ray Dalio. And he has a principle that's called pain plus reflection equals progress. And so if this all is pain, right? Pain in the sense of, oh, we put a lot of effort into it. We put a lot of money into it. We've used blood, sweat, and tears to do all of this right here. Then he says, reflecting upon the pain will give you golden nuggets that equals progress. And that comes from this. And so when you understand that, why did I get 500 subscribers? And then when you say, oh, it was this video. There was one video that was talking about, what was it? 13 signs you're more attractive. And it's like, oh, I got it because of this video. And then you might even ask yourself, why is this video so good? And then, oh, it talks about being attractive. Like, people are so insecure. And you might understand that, oh, all people need right now is some encouragement. Like, you are beautiful, you are sexy, you are attractive. Even if you're lonely and you can't find a girlfriend, you're appreciated. So maybe people are missing some of that love, maybe people are missing some of that affection and stuff like that. And then you're like, oh, that's why. Okay, then, and this is the most beautiful. So then you have, okay, that's why people are lonely. People are insecure. And I'm just making this up, by the way. I don't know if this is the case, okay? But I can guess a little bit. So then, this is cool. Now, what happens is that feedback bends in and creates a new belief. And do you remember the first belief we had? That was, if I post videos on YouTube for a couple of months to a year to 2 years, I'm going to become full-time income. Now, the new belief is, if I post 8 videos talking about people being lonely and insecure and encouraging them, then I will get 1,000 subscribers within the next 30 days. All right. So you see, if that is the belief, and you can actually change this belief out with hypothesis. So if we go more into like science, and you guys know what thesis is, I think this is true. I'm going to go out there in the world and see if this is true. So hypothesis and belief are the same. And then you do it. You go out there, you make the 8 videos, and then you say, what are the results? Was the result bad? Was the results good? Or in between? Like, is this what I wanted? Or do I need to change something? And then you're like, so my hypothesis was wrong. It wasn't that they were lonely and insecure. It was that something else, But this is the never-ending feedback loop of positive exponential growth. Got too much sun in my face. Awesome. Appreciate your way of seeing it. Exactly. And this is really how the world works. And so when you have the hypothesis, and so here, I am also having this principle of action first, then learn. Okay, a lot of people have the complete opposite principle, which is, I'm going to learn and then I'm going to take action, which I don't believe anything happens like that. The best analogy I have is, it's like a guy reading 10 books on how to kick a football, and then he's never kicked a football around. And so if you see this principle that I have, which is action first, then learn, it is, you do this action and then you get this result. So what was the result and what failed? What issues are popping up? And here's where I'm going to share a failure with you guys, and I hope that's fine. I want to be able to share mistakes with you and I wanted to preface this because this is how I think of everything in the world, especially when it comes to new channels and things like that. And that is, we started TikTok. We started Instagram on Metaverse Investor. And my belief was, hey, if I just start posting on TikToks, the shorts that I'm posting on YouTube, it's going to go viral and we will get a ton of views. Little did we know that that was not the case. And so if we go to TikTok and check for Metaverse Investor, you can see here that this is absolutely crazy. And it's, I wouldn't think this would be the case. You can see 0 views, 6, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 5, 5. You see how little views there is here? It's a crazy little views. Just literally 20 of them getting 0, you know? And then I show my face for one of them and I get 88. And so when I do things, I do action first. So I knew that, hey, we're going to post this on YouTube Shorts anyways. We can also share them on TikTok. And then Instagram. And for you guys that are following Andy, following me, you can follow Andy Haffel YT on Instagram, and I'm going to post a lot more in the coming weeks and stuff like that, because I'm going to post a lot of Instagram stuff. You can see the exact same on Mverse Investor on Instagram as well. Like 7 views, 2 views, 6 views, 7 views, 1 view, 7 views, 19 views, 1 view, 11, 6, 2. It's pretty crazy, huh? I'll reply to you in a minute, Binay. So this is how I'm processing this. And I never look at this as a fail, because this is something I've done like so many times. I'm just taking the actions and then I see what are the results. So now, after posting for about 60 days, 2 months, I can see that the results are pretty bad. And this is where the power really comes. And I'm asking myself, why? Why did we not go viral on TikTok? Why are the TikToks not working as they should? And then I'm like, is it content? Is it the content itself? Is it no face? That there is no face here, and YouTube, TikTok has an algorithm that recognizes that, oh, there is a face in the video, and because of that, they're going to share us more? Is it because we're not using normal views or like popular music? Is it that, what was the content, no face, popular music, the location of upload? And I'm asking myself, is this, these are the reasons, or I'm not even asking a question anymore. These are the reasons. So now I've understood that the feedback becomes, why did this not get results? Well, the content. What we could do better is I can post videos myself and I can figure out what works on TikTok, and then we can reverse engineer my success, and then I can no face it. And on top of that, with the other hypothesis would be, if I show my voice actor's face for about 2 seconds in the beginning and then make it no face after that, is that also going to give us great results? What about popular music? Everybody's talking about popular music on TikTok. Is it because that we don't have those soundtracks and that we are not using famous sounds? Well, I need to test that. Is it because that the location of upload is in Philippines and that in Philippines they're uploading, and because of that on TikTok they have a very location stuff? So now, because I know this new feedback, the belief is if I post, and this is more for me to do a shortcut, you know, I could say my voiceover artist is gonna do a quick 5-second video of himself to show the face, but this is how I'm gonna do it. My belief now, so after learning from this feedback, is my belief now is if I post on TikTok for let's say 5 vids per day for 5 days equals 25 videos, I will get a result. And so now you can see this is my science brain going on again. And so I know that if I do this, what will then be the result again? What will happen then? And what can I learn feedback from that to then increase the belief or the hypothesis again? It's pretty beautiful, isn't it? This is evolution at its finest. And so I want you guys to embrace the iterative process of it all. I want you to embrace the results that you got now and think, why did this result happen and how can we make it even better? And I want you to become scientifically based people that you know you did this action, you know you got this result. What can I do to iterate the process and make it even better? Because that's what really scientists do, you know? And yeah, once I learned this, my entire worldview changed, and I never look at anything else like anything else. I never look at it like it's kind of luck. I think I lost that feeling. Oh yeah, I love people saying that. Oh, it's just luck, and it's not. It's just like reiterating the same process over and over and over and over again, and then getting better and better and better and better, and the feedback loop just goes completely exponential. Now, Binaya is saying, how do you get the tags and keywords in my videos? Tags are not being utilized properly. That's a really good question. And that is not how it should be. And for some of you guys, like some of you guys really love your interaction with Dennis, but some of you guys don't have a good connection with Dennis, like he doesn't reply and stuff like that. And for anybody that wants to change out Dennis now for any reason whatsoever, please message me. We're gonna transfer some of the ownership over to this other guy, Mohammed. Some of you guys are really loving Mohammed as well. But yeah, I've gotten some messages about not replying within 2 days and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's not how it should be like. And then I'm getting this message of not doing the tags properly as well, which is always sad to see because I taught them this exactly. So how we do the tags on videos is very, very simple. And if he's not doing your tags correctly right now, please check into the video, check the tags, and then see he's not doing it right, and then give him feedback on it. Because I'm really trying to teach them all of this, but it's like this is the 3rd time. The tag system is extremely simple, and it's basically search your piggyback title into YouTube. and then copy their tags. So this is extremely easy. If your piggyback channel was 13 signs you're more attractive than you think, or this one, Brainiator, if that's the case, then having the Chrome extension Social Blade or the Chrome extension TubeBuddy, then literally just copying this to your clipboard and then pasting it directly into your video. So that's what we have taught them. And if they're not following that, that's on me. I'm going to take a deeper look into that as well. Tags. Dennis. So that's pretty much the best way to do the tags for it. And if this doesn't work, so there's some piggyback titles, or there's some piggyback videos that don't have tags on their videos. And if that is the case, then going into something that's a very similar title, which, for example, 17 signs you're more attractive than anything, and taking from that. Here you have a lot of them, so I would just go for the most recent, most viral one. Here you even have more piggyback titles for self-help here. 1 month ago, 300 or 35,000 views, 1,000 subscribers. This is really awesome. So that's for the tags. All right. Anything else, guys? I'll see if I got some more content for you guys for the last 7 minutes or so. I would love to actually just make the last part of this for Alina. Gotta say, huge congrats for hitting. She's posting like today's analytics in this post right here, and she finally hit 15,000 views in the last 28 days. 15,000 views, 800 watch hours, and 100 subscribers. Huge, amazing news, and happening so fast. So huge congrats for that. You really have taken this channel into your own hands, and you're just completely killing it. I'm extremely happy to see that happening. And this is like the first 30 days, you know. I can't imagine how it will be like in the first, 12 months. At the end of these 12 months, where is this channel going to be? I personally think it's going to be huge. So I got my eye on you. This is going to happen very well. And I can't wait to see how much money will you actually start making in this niche, and how far will you take it? Because I think that it will go very far. So I wanted to let you guys know also that today is Monday. Then I just posted a post here on the Q&A or on Skool, and I just wanted to ask you, what are you going to do this week that will have long-term benefits for your channel? And I posted here 7 things that you can do right now to get you viral growth. And so I really want to ask you, which of these ones are you going to do this week? Think of all these tasks like you're working $100 an hour job. So every hour you spend on your YouTube channel right now, I know that you're making 0 back. Like all the hours that you work, like a lot of people are like programmed now into believing that every hour of work is equal to some amount of time. So I want you to think the time you spend on your channel now is worth $100 an hour. Even for me, every hour of time would be worth $1,000 per hour. So I'm thinking, and this comes from when you think it out in the future and you have the delayed gratification mindset. This work that you're doing now has an $100 an hour position. And that's how I look at my things as well. The things that I'm doing right now, which, for example, doing this Q&A live here, it's obviously I'm not making any money back from doing this right now. But the thing that I'm doing now with you guys is $1,000 an hour task for me, because I know that the delayed gratification of you guys having amazing looking YouTube channels, getting thousands of dollars coming in, that's going to make me a lot of money in the future. Because value, or I really have the belief of, if you do good to the world, good is going to come to me. And so those are the things that I want you guys to think about. What one thing are you going to do this week that will be, it's like you gain $100. You don't gain it right now, but you gain it in the future. Are you going to do this week? Is it going to be quality inspecting videos and script intros before publishing to give feedback to the team? Comparing your videos to your piggyback channel? Is it going to be turning long form videos into shorts? Double your growth. This even works with InVideo.io. 3, finding your own piggyback channels and new piggyback titles. The one that we talked about today, finding the crack in the market. Are you going to do the comment strategy, coming in on other people's videos, giving a genuine compliment to the creator? Are you going to fix the homepage, adding a channel header, trailer, popular videos in a row? Maybe even make a playlist of these are the best videos that you should start watching if you love my channel. What about looking at your analytics every week and remaking version 2, doubling down on the viral video or the most successful video that you got for this feedback loop that we just talked about? That's remaking version 2, fits perfectly into this one. Or becoming a viewer of other channels in your niche and take the temperature of what they like, so you can even better compare yourself to your piggyback channel and completely take off. All of these are $100 an hour task that you can pay yourself in the future. So which of them are you gonna do this week? Thank you so much, Takeoff Tribe. Hope you had an amazing week, or I hope you're gonna have an amazing week. My week is gonna be full of new and interesting tasks. And for you guys, I really want to see some epic subscriber growth, and keep killing it, guys. Peace and love, and we'll talk next week.